The movie kicks off in the hustle and bustle of a busy restaurant kitchen on its grand opening night. It's a huge deal, and everyone's running around, buzzing with excitement. Anna, the brilliant chef and proud owner, is at the helm. She's not just calling the shots. She's hands-on, making sure every dish looks and tastes perfect before it reaches the customers. Right in the middle of the chaos, Anna's husband, Ray, shows up holding this framed newspaper clipping. The article highlights an award Anna received, naming her one of the city's top chefs. Ray's glowing with pride and can't stop bragging about how amazing she is. It's his way of reminding Anna how talented and appreciated she truly is. A little later, Ray asks Anna to step out of the kitchen and greet the crowd. He's eager to introduce her to the people who came to celebrate the opening. As Ray sings her praises, boasting about her culinary skills and all her awards, it's a heartwarming moment that spotlights Anna's talent and hard work. But the smooth sailing doesn't last. Amid the action in the kitchen, Anna notices smoke rising and rushes to check it out. Turns out there was a small fire, but her team handled it like pros, and the situation was under control in no time. Around the same time, Ray gets a heads up from the head waiter about 2 uninvited guests. Intrigued, Ray heads out to see what's up and finds Mickey, an old buddy, with another guy named John. Mickey's there to congratulate Ray on the big opening, but there's more to it. They've been sent by Dom, their boss, who's demanding to see Ray immediately. Ray's clearly stressed. Between the opening night madness and this sudden demand, it's too much. He tries to explain he's busy, but Mickey insists it's not a request. It's an order. To make things worse, Ray finds out he owes Dom a lot of money. Mickey and John leave, leaving Ray drowning in worry. Despite the drama, the night ends on a high note. The opening is a big success, and as the night wraps up, Anna thanks her hardworking team. To celebrate, she treats everyone to a feast and acknowledges the butler, Mary, who also happens to be Ray's niece, for her dedication. Meanwhile, Ray is crunching numbers in the kitchen and is thrilled to discover the night's earnings exceeded expectations. Anna joins him, and while Ray suggests heading home, she has other ideas. Anna wants to stick around and experiment with new recipes. She urges Ray to leave with Mary, who agrees to accompany him. Outside, Mickey is fuming that Ray didn't drop everything to meet Dom. He's so angry that he's threatening to torch the restaurant if Ray doesn't comply. As Ray and Mary prepare to leave, they're stopped by Mickey and his crew. Mickey pressures Ray to meet Dom, but Ray refuses, saying it's too late and he's exhausted. That's when things take a horrifying turn. John, without hesitation, shoots Mary right in front of Ray. Ray is in shock, and Mickey uses this moment to send a chilling message. They're done playing games. Mickey orders John and his crew to head to the restaurant to burn it down. Meanwhile, Anna, still in the kitchen, hears commotion near the entrance. She's stunned when John and his crew burst in with containers of gasoline, ready to set the place ablaze. John starts pouring gasoline everywhere, ignoring June's concern that someone might still be inside. The warm food on the stove was a dead giveaway. John, cold and unbothered, declares that if anyone's inside, they'll burn with the place. But before he can carry out his plan, Anna steps in, catching them off guard. In a swift and unexpected turn, Anna takes them down effortlessly. It's then revealed that Anna isn't just a chef. She's a former member of the KGB, Russia's elite intelligence unit. She gave up her dangerous past for a peaceful life as a wife and chef. But her old skills clearly haven't faded. After dealing with the intruders, Anna tries to call Ray, only to have Mickey answer the phone. She demands to speak to her husband, but Mickey refuses, smugly warning her that the restaurant is doomed to go up in flames. Calm but firm, Anna informs him that his goons, John and June, are no longer a problem. Mickey, enraged, realizes Ray has slipped away. Ray eventually makes his way back to the restaurant, where Anna confronts him. She demands answers about why these men are after them. Reluctantly, Ray admits the truth. He used to be part of Dom's gang and ended up owing him a massive debt after being tricked. Hearing this, Anna is furious that Ray kept such a big secret from her. But the surprises don't stop there. As Ray apologizes, Anna casually pulls a hidden weapon out from a pile of potatoes. Stunned, Ray listens as Anna confesses her own secret. She was once a spy for the KGB. This bombshell leaves them both reeling, realizing how little they knew about each other's pasts. Meanwhile, Mickey reports back to Dom, who's in the middle of a massage session. Dom, a powerful gang leader, is livid when he hears that Mickey botched the job and lost 2 men to Anna. Dom wastes no time, gearing up to handle the situation himself. Dom and his crew head to Mickey's location, where Dom lashes out at Mickey for his incompetence. He sends more men to the restaurant, determined to finish what Mickey couldn't. Back at the restaurant, Anna is ready. When Dom's men sneak in, she takes them out one by one. Hearing the commotion, Dom realizes something is wrong. The restaurant isn't burning, and his men aren't reporting back. It dawns on him that Anna is no ordinary woman. Desperate for backup, Anna reaches out to an old friend, Mindy, a fellow former KGB agent. Mindy is shocked to hear from Anna after so long, but doesn't hesitate to help. Mindy's husband, Thomas, a former sniper, overhears the call and decides to join in, bringing their kids along for support. Mickey and his crew were hanging around behind the restaurant, scheming as usual. Mickey had a plan: chuck some Molotov cocktails at the building and set it ablaze. But right as one of his guys got ready to throw one of those firebombs, things took a hilarious turn. The dude managed to set himself on fire with his own cocktail. Talk about instant karma. Turns out Anna had already dealt with him before this mishap, but his clumsy end was the cherry on top. Mickey, completely stunned, was starting to realize Anna wasn't just some regular lady. She was tough as nails and full of surprises. Meanwhile, Dom had his own plans rolling. He ordered one of his guys to block the road near Anna and Ray's restaurant, making sure no one could come or go. At the same time, Mimi, her husband Thomas, and their twin daughters Mia and Mew were speeding toward the restaurant, ready to lend a hand. Now, Mimi and Thomas had been bickering a lot lately, mostly about dumb stuff. The twins, Mia and Mew, kept trying to remind their parents to get along, but neither of them was listening. Back at the restaurant, Dom had sent Gary, a masseuse who clearly didn't sign up for this, along with another henchman to go inside. Poor Gary was terrified, but orders were orders. As soon as they stepped into the restaurant, Anna pounced like a lioness. She fought them off with unmatched ferocity. One of Dom's men didn't stand a chance and got beaten to a pulp. Meanwhile, Gary freaked out and hid in the storage room among the restaurant supplies. Eventually, Anna found him trembling in fear. She was furious, especially after he admitted that Dom wanted to burn down the restaurant to claim insurance money. Gary spilled the beans about Dom's whole plan, only made Anna angrier. Gary, practically begging for his life, explained he wasn't a fighter, just a poor masseuse caught in the wrong crowd. Hearing this, Anna decided to spare him. Outside, the police were making their rounds and almost got close to the restaurant. But one of Dom's cronies, pretending to be a construction worker, lied to the cops, saying the road was under repair. The police spot the excuse and drove off. Not long after, Mimi and her family reached the blocked road. But unlike the cops, they weren't so easily fooled. Having been in the Russian special forces, Mimi and Thomas smelled something fishy right away. Mimi acted fast, taking down Dom's men and clearing the road. Meanwhile, Mickey nervously told Dom that Anna had wiped out all of his guys. This news made Dom sweat a bit, but he wasn't ready to back down. He called in some extra help, a team of hired assassins. From a parking lot nearby, Mimi and Thomas watched the restaurant like hawks. They spotted Gary sneaking out and decided to leave him be. But when Mia and Mew tried to spook him for fun, Gary almost had a heart attack. Thomas, showing mercy, told Gary to hop into their car for safety. Inside the restaurant, Dom was trying to persuade Ray to convince Anna to let the restaurant go up in flames. Dom figured they could collect the insurance money and be done with it. But Ray wasn't having it. He told Anna they had to fight for their dream no matter what. Dom, furious at Ray's defiance, vowed to make their lives a nightmare. Meanwhile, on the rooftop, Mimi interrogated Gary like a pro. She even threatened to toss him off the building if he didn't spill the truth. Scared out of his mind, Gary admitted Dom was the mastermind behind everything. Mimi decided to let him off the hook, though, realizing he was just a pawn in this messy game. Dom, persistent as ever, called Ray again. But Ray stood firm, saying he and Anna would never give up. This made Dom livid. He brought in a final team of assassins to finish the job. These guys weren't cheap either. They demanded extra payment for working late, and Dom reluctantly agreed. While all this was happening, Thomas decided to get a massage from Gary. Yeah, right in the middle of the chaos. During the massage, he vented about his arguments with Mimi and how things used to be so much better between them. Gary, ever the philosopher, gave some simple advice. Sometimes you just gotta let things go. Thomas thanked him and let Gary leave. Back at the restaurant, the assassins stormed in, thinking they'd have an easy time. Little did they know, Anna and Ray had set up traps. One step into the water-filled kitchen, zap. They were met with electric shocks. Anna and Ray then fought the remaining assassins head-on. Though outnumbered, they managed to hold their ground. In the heat of the fight, Ray got shot in the leg. He urged Anna to escape, but just when things seemed hopeless, reinforcements arrived. Mimi and Thomas jumped into action, with Thomas picking off enemies from his sniper position on the rooftop. The sight of Mimi lifted Anna's spirits, but their reunion wasn't all smiles. Mimi, still harboring resentment from their past, confronted Anna about abandoning her during a mission years ago. The two women got into a heated argument, which quickly escalated into a fistfight. Mimi eventually pulled a gun on Anna, who apologized profusely, admitting her mistakes. Mimi, still upset, demanded a weekly dinner at Anna's restaurant as a peace offering before leaving to rejoin Thomas. Meanwhile, Dom's plan was falling apart. The assassins he'd hired were either defeated or too scared to continue. Dom himself was taken out by an unexpected twist. One of his own men turned on him. Mickey, seeing his boss fall, tried to flee but ran straight into Anna. She didn't waste any time, taking him down on the spot. In the end, the last surprise came when the security agent who had infiltrated Dom's gang revealed himself. It was Ray in disguise. With Dom and Mickey out of the picture, peace was finally restored. Thank you so much for watching.